I have an interest in things that guide me to open up possibilities and to say, where is the fertile ground here? Where is the thing to investigate? Because there's so much. Hi, I'm Scott Breton. I'm a figurative painter from Brisbane, Australia. My interest as a kid was drawing figures. My first foray into oil painting, which was I was probably 12 or 13, was landscape. So for me, a lot of these things, from science through to philosophy and psychology and theology, this sort of aesthetic side with poetry and literature, all of these things are kind of interwoven. What I'm doing is a kind of, it's a response to all of that. So it's trying to make sense of that stimulus, those questions. Things are very unanswered. There are these strange phenomena when you start to drill into them, like consciousness itself. So there's different ways that I am approaching composition. So one way is that I have images that just come into my mind. So I am then looking for the references and building the scenes to flesh those ideas out, I suppose, kind of creating a dreamscape. And in a certain way, that's really what this picture is. This is me trying to create a single coherent space and kind of three-dimensionally collage them to some extent into one space, which is sort of what I see as being like the sense that I have in dreaming a lot of the time, is that I'm sort of falling through all of these different associated ideas and references. And I guess what I'm trying to do in a picture like this is I'm just trying to put images and references together that I find somehow pertinent, somehow sort of captivating for me. I don't exactly know how they fit in, but they feel significant. They feel like they're important. There's a kind of sort of, I guess you could say, a fundamental incoherence to what I'm doing, because I'm trying to mash together these things that I'm a bit fixated on, or at certain times I'm fixated on. I'm trying to make the confusion manageable. So to some extent, I continued drawing and I continued composing from during childhood, all the way through to some extent. But I did go away from that to do a science degree, partly because I was, I suppose, in a way, following the herd, following friends and getting a real job, I guess. I felt like doing art was a bit too self-indulgent in a way, and it was too much for me. I don't think that anymore. I think that that's actually a path to doing something that is actually useful in the world. By the time that I was halfway through, I kind of knew that I was going to pursue art. I was, I suppose, late teens, early 20s when I decided to really give this a go and to pursue art. There's been moments when I suppose I finally kind of gave in to the whole process of doing art, and it's quite a terrifying thing to not have that professional pathway and consistent income and all of those things. You're taking this enormous gamble on something that may or may not pay off. The beauty of that is that it's a kind of perpetual act of faith. You're stepping into this unknown and seeing if you can hold it together for long enough to do that thing. And that's an experience, I suppose, that has a kind of value for the audience as well.